Welcome back to Story Time with Miss Kathie. So we're still continuing our study on bugs, which are insects, as well as arachnids. And this story is called Just Itzy. And Itzy is about a spider. A spider's not an insect. It's in a special named group called arachnids. And there are many different kinds of spiders in the arachnid family. So this story is Just Itzy by Lana Krumwiede. She's the author who wrote the words, and it's illustrated by Pizzoli. And on the inside cover, you can notice something. What do you think that is? Yep, that's right. It's a web. And here's a character. I wonder what our character's name is. I bet you're going to find out as the story goes along. Itzy loved being a spider. He loved hanging with his friends and playing fly ball. He loved sipping Mom's fruit fly smoothies. But there was one thing he didn't like. His nickname. Bitsy, Bitsy, Itsy, Bitsy, Bitsy, Itsy, Bitsy, Bitsy. Today was his first day of Spindergarten, and he wanted everyone to call him Itzy. Just Itzy. He was wearing his favorite cap. He's 2 millimeters taller than he was last year, so he's excited to go back to school. He's got a sweet book bag and brand new shoes. Here's your lunch, Itsy Bitsy, Mom said. It's your favorite, peanut butter and honeybee. Just Itzy, okay, Mom, said Itzy. I'm not a spinderling anymore. Only spinderlings bring lunch boxes, said Big Brother Gutsy. If you want to be a big spider, you have to catch your own lunch. He's small for his age, that's all, said Mom. Look after him at school, Gutsy, and come straight home afterward. It's going to rain today. Itzy forgot his raincoat on purpose. He left his lunchbox behind, too. I'm going to catch my own lunch, he said. Gutsy laughed. Ah, the only thing you'll catch is a cold, Itsy Bitsy. Not very nice what his big brother's saying to him, is it? Just Itzy, said Itzy, and I will catch a fly today. You'll see. At Spindergarten, Mr. Webster began the spinning lesson. The first step to spinning a web is to choose a really good spot. Location, location, location. I'm going to spin my web by the pig pen, said Andy Longlegs. I see the perfect place by the trash can, said Wolfie. By the time Mr. Webster turned to Itzy, all of the good spots were taken. I don't know where to spin, Itzy said. Keep your eye on the fly, said Mr. Webster. But I don't see any. Bzzz, bzzz. A fly near the tuffet. Itzy followed it as fast as his legs could scurry. The fly circled above. Itzy's leg hairs tingled as a sour smell drifted by. Stinky old curds and whey, he thought. Probably a good spot for a web. And it would have been if the surroundings hadn't been so tricky. Ah! Good grasshoppers, said Itzy. That frightened my fly away. Try again, said Mr. Webster. Keep your eye on the fly. Bzzz, bzzz, bzzz. Make your fly sounds. Bzzz. Itzy spotted another fly. Up and over the railing he went after the fly. Slowly, sneakily, soundlessly, Itzy began spinning his web. Nothing would get in his way this time. Gulp! And here's Itzy. Crikey, crickets! The old lady swallowed the fly. Itzy didn't know why she swallowed the fly. He crept closer to investigate. Gulp! Itzy was swallowed too, and then came a bird, a cat, a dog, a goat, a cow, and a horse. Keep your eye on the fly, Itzy thought. He wiggled and jiggled and tickled to get at that fly. Heck! All the animals were coughed up one by one. The fly zipped away. Itzy skittered back to Mr. Webster. I can't do it, he said. Every time I try to spin a web, something messes me up. A good spinner doesn't give up, said Mr. Webster. Try again. This time keep your... I know. Keep my eye on the fly. Itzy shuffled off to look for another fly. Bzzz, bzzz. Are you doing it? A fly! I'll spin faster this time, thought Itzy. Over, under, across, and back. Itzy's web was half finished when a voice echoed from the waterspout. Hello, said the voice. Keep your eye on the fly, Itzy told himself. It's just the wind. Ker-crack, kaboom! Thunder rattled the waterspout. Keep your eye on the... Somebody help me, the voice called again. That was no wind. Itzy took one last look at his half-spun, no-good web. It probably wouldn't have worked anyway, he thought, and he headed up the spout. Ting, ting. Itzy stopped climbing and listened. Rain! Tang, tang, tang. Down came the rain. Out washed Itzy. He lay in a cold, soggy heap. Oh, I can't spin a web, he thought. I'll never catch a fly. I'll carry a lunchbox my whole life. I'll always be itsy bitsy, he thought. When the sun came out and started to dry up all the rain, the voice came again. Help me, please. Itzy picked himself up, stretched each of his 8 legs, which is different than an insect that only has 6. Spiders have 8. He took a deep breath and climbed the spout again. He was halfway up when 7 of his 8 legs slipped out from under him. Quick as a flea, Itzy shot out some silk and spun himself a ladder. He climbed a little further and spun another ladder. Over and over again, Itzy climbed a little, spun a little, climbed a little, spun a little, until at last he reached the top of the waterspout. On the roof, Itzy found a wet, wiggling, jumbled up lump of a spider. Help! The lump whimpered. It was Gutsy. What's wrong? Itzy asked. Are you hurt? Are you stuck? Are you tangled? No, it's just so high. I tried to climb down, but I can't. Keep your eye on the fly, Itzy said. It means don't give up. It'll help you. They crept into the waterspout, and Itzy pointed to the silk ladder. Climb down that. Holy horseflies, you spun a web, said Gutsy. No, it's not a web. It is, it's a web. I spun a web. Itzy and Gutsy had no trouble climbing down. Mr. Webster was waiting for them at the bottom of the waterspout. Excellent ladder web, he said, and Gutsy's teacher will be happy to hear that he completed his climbing assignment. Good work, spiders. You did it. Itzy looked at what was left of his half-spun, no-good web. Oh, if only I could catch a... Bzzz, 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 bzzz. Not 1, but 2 flat flies flew right into Itzy's web and stuck there. Wow, said Gutsy. Nice web, nice web, Itzy. Thanks, said Itzy, who wasn't feeling one bit bitsy. And that is the end of our story, and Itsy Bitsy. So we learned that Itzy could be a big help to his brother. And he's not just itsy bitsy. So do you remember how many legs does a spider arachnid have? 8. That's right. Different than an insect. An insect has 6. See you next time.